Hi everyone, this is Sheila. I'm the kitchen critic and welcome to my family again. We're going to be making hash brown casserole. Now this recipe I do not have written down. I go by memory and sometimes I add extra stuff in, sometimes I don't add stuff in. It just depends on what I have. And so the first thing that I do is I dice up an onion. There are many controversial ways on how to dice an onion. I don't care how you dice it. Just dice it to your liking. That's what I do. And I mean, it's just a diced onion. What are you gonna do with it, right? So the next thing that I do is I have laid my shredded hash browns out. And what I did is I thaw them out a little bit so it's easier to stir. So I just dump this in here. This is a quick dump meal. Yes, don't you love my bowl? This is my biscuit bowl. Been using it for many years, my biscuit bowl. And here's my biscuit spoon I've been using for many years. Got butter on it. So those are my two favorite things that I have in my kitchen that will never ever change, is my biscuit bowl, my biscuit spoon. The kids know not to touch it. So the next thing I'm going to add is some sour cream. Now normally I get 8 ounces of sour cream, but you know, I don't have 8 ounces of sour cream, so I'm just going to add what I have. And then 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. You can do cream of chicken soup, cream of roasted mushroom, whatever you like to do. This is what I chose today, basically because that's what I had in my pantry. That's what I like about Campbell's, is you only do one quick swoop, and guess what? It's all out. You don't have to dig around for it. If you don't stop. My videographer forgets where I'm at. So we've added that in. Now we're going to do some cheese. Now I've got to show you my new gadget that I have here. And I just love it because I love kitchen gadgets. Anybody that knows me knows that I love to have a kitchen gadget. And yes, I probably dulled my knife and you're probably going to find fault with that, but that's okay. Now, let's see. To shred my own cheese. I like to shred my own cheese because the shredded cheese that's in the grocery store has anti-caking agents in it. Not very fond of having anti-caking agent in anything that I eat, so I just use regular sharp cheddar cheese and I shred it myself. And then you might say, well, don't you need to save some for the top? No, because I'm going to do a panko breadcrumb topping. So we're going to mix all this together real good. Break up the pieces that didn't thaw. I was going to say unfreeze, but that wouldn't be too kosher, would it? Or I'm using colloquialism, y'all. And that's what John always tells me whenever he mispronounces words or says the wrong word, is colloquialism. And we're allowed to do that because we're in the South and people just say, oh, bless her heart. And that is not ever a good thing when someone says that to you. That means they're being condescending. But that's okay.
Oh, bless your heart.
Bless your heart. And you see how easy that comes together? Yeah, you're going to have some clumps of cheese in there. You're going to have some clumps of potatoes and stuff like that. It's okay. It all melts down and goes together, and it is absolutely delicious. Now my children, they have a couple of things that they call different names. Normally this is called a hash brown casserole, but my children call it funeral potatoes because every time there's a funeral, I fix these potatoes and I take it to the family. There's also funeral sandwiches. We'll go over that another day. So, and then I have my chicken casserole, which I'm never allowed to put on here, sorry. But my kids have told me they would just, you know, they would disown me if I put it on here. But I will show you the results of a chicken casserole when I make it. But I can't show you how. So now I'm going to get this pan. I've been heating this cast iron skillet in the so you wear these gloves. They're big man gloves because I am an accident looking for a place to happen, and I try to protect my arms as much as possible. John says he's going to wrap me up in bubble wrap one day because I keep cutting myself, falling, and everything else, so he's trying to protect me. Now I'm going to pour some of this in here, and then I'm going to pour the rest of it in here. And I'll show you why I poured that in there in just a second. So I'm going to take this butter here and I'm going to add some panko breadcrumbs. Panko seasoning breadcrumbs. I just eyeball it. Then I mix this up here. See, didn't need my, it makes a lot more than you think with that butter because those pankos just, the panko breadcrumbs just soak up that butter. You don't want them dry. And if they're dry, just melt you some more butter and put in there. Oops, not supposed to use the finger there. It's getting ready to, guys. You caught me. But I am going to have to use my fingers, and I did wash my hands to put this on here because I want to sprinkle this around to make it look all nice and pretty for when it bakes. This adds a little bit of crunch to it. I think that the onions are like a must in this. And if you leave them out, which sometimes I do, by accident, they it just doesn't taste the same. So you've got the ingredients, you just have to figure out how much of each you want. You can use a big size family can of the cream of chicken, mushroom, or roasted mushroom soup, or you can use 2 small ones like I did. So this is heavy, by the way, it's really heavy. So I'm going to put this on the grill here and we're going to cook it. You want to come over and show the grill? And then we're going to put that in there like this.
You don't put it over the fire?
No, this is an offset bake.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. And then I've got to get my temperature back up to 400. And it should be ready in about 35-40 minutes, and I will see you then with the results. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.